Okay, I'm going to let everybody in. And then I will welcome everyone, and then Cindy, if you jump in and you could let them know that if they want Spanish translation, then to go to the Spanish room. Yeah, you can do. I think everyone's coming in. Good afternoon, families. Thank you for joining us for our parent orientation. We're going to get started in a few minutes. Miss Mendoza will be translating in the Spanish room. So if you would like Spanish translation, you will need to click the globe and click the Spanish button. Okay, we're going to get started in a few minutes. Thank you so much to those families who have joined us. If you would like Spanish translation, Miss Mendoza will be translating today. You will need to click on the Spanish button to go into the Spanish room. Miss Mendoza, do you want to make another announcement, please? Okay, families, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to get started. If you would like Spanish translation, please join the Spanish room. Otherwise, we will get going. Okay, Ms. Mendoza, if you would like to move over to the Spanish room, we're going to start the presentation. I'm sorry, I think my computer is a little slow right now. So while that's loading, welcome to all of our families. My name is Ms. Malahausen. I am the principal here at CCSP. I'm very excited to have this opportunity to welcome you back to the 21-22 school year. This presentation will go over our COVID protocols, give you an idea of how we're really keeping your child safe in school, and then also it will give you an opportunity to learn about other things that we do in our school, some of our other structures, and what a typical school day will really look like for them. In our presentation today, you'll see some pictures that really I wanted to share with you how, while COVID has been very difficult for us, we have been able to bring our students back successfully. And I know there are a number of parents on the call today whose child has been at home the whole school year. And I really want to take this opportunity to put your mind at ease, to let you know that we all take your child's safety very, very seriously. And I'm going to be sharing some of the steps that we are taking to make sure that your child is as safe as possible. If you have any questions in the chat, if you have any questions, you can put them in the chat, but please wait towards the end of the presentation because I'm probably going to answer some of them as we go through this. So like I said, my name is Charlotte Mahlerhausen. I am the principal of our school. I have a great team of people around me that I couldn't do this job without them. We have Mr. Thompson, our vice principal. He currently, unfortunately, actually broke his ankle over the summer. So you might not see him around so much, but he is part of our school and we are wishing him a speedy recovery. You may know Mr. Peterson, our Dean of Students, Miss MJ, our Operations Manager. Last school year, we would welcome Miss Mendoza, our Administrative Assistant, who is translating in the Spanish room. And then some other folks that you might know or hear from. We have Miss Volpe, who is our Supervisor of Student Support Services. She works with special education families and any families who feel that their child would need some additional services. And then Mr. Curtis Palmer is our Chief Executive Officer. He's our superintendent of our school and really helps to lead both our elementary campus and our middle school campus. So today I would like to introduce you to some of the teachers in the first grade team. And if teachers, you could come off mute and say good afternoon and introduce yourself. We have Miss Murphy.
Hi, I'm Miss Murphy. Welcome.
We have Miss Drakeford.
Good afternoon.
We have Miss Burns.
Hi, I'm Miss Burns.
And Miss Burns works closely with Miss Padula.
Hi, good afternoon.
And then last but not least, we have Miss Saba.
Hi, good afternoon. Welcome back.
Thank you. In our second grade, we have Miss Gutierrez.
Hi, good afternoon.
We have Miss Lemanowitz.
Good afternoon, everyone.
We have Mr. Rockwell.
Hey.
And we have Mr. Cologne.
Bienvenidos a todos. Welcome everyone.
Thank you. We also have other teachers that work with your child. We have our intervention team, Miss Gant.
Good afternoon. I'm so glad to see everybody.
We have Miss Green.
Good afternoon, everyone.
And we have Miss Lai.
Hi, everyone.
And these three teachers really play a big role. They work across all of our K-4 classrooms, working with students who need some additional support. So you may see them around. Your child will also have specials, and our specials team, we have Mr. Fresh, who teaches physical education and health.
Hello, everybody.
We also have Miss Poji, who also teaches physical education and health.
Everybody, I'm Miss Poji.
We also have Mr. L, who is our music teacher.
Mr. L, good afternoon.
We have Miss K, our Spanish teacher.
Hola, bienvenidos.
And we have our art teacher, Miss White.
Hi, good afternoon.
Thank you. We also have an instructional support team who really work across our whole school in lots of different areas, and we really couldn't do this work without them. We have Miss Gonzalez. Oh, she's on the call. We have Miss Morgan.
Hello, everyone. Miss Gonzalez here.
Sorry, Miss Gonzalez. We have Miss Morgan.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back.
We have Nurse Cologne, our school nurse.
Hi, everyone. Welcome.
And this school year, I'm really excited because we have a new position for a school counselor, and Miss Brackett has joined us, hit the ground running. So Miss Brackett is our new school counselor.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Thank you. We also have a special education resource room this school year as well, which is Miss Mathlib
Hi, welcome back.
and Mr. Johnson.
Hi, everyone. Welcome.
Ms. Mathlib and Mr. Johnson will be working with students across first through fourth grade, but they may also work with kindergarten students as well. So that's great. So that's our team in the first and second grade. And today's presentation is really to let you know about what's going on with COVID, and then also give you an idea of how your child will become safe in our school and what kind of things they will be doing in school as well. So we really are committed to providing a healthy and safe environment for everybody. And we took some steps this summer to make sure that all of our building procedures were up to date with the New Jersey Department of Education guidelines. And this picture that you see is the main document that we use that lists all of our procedures, and we really made sure that we are following all of them. We also took the feedback from our families, from our staff, and from our students, really thought about last year, what went well and what we could be better at. And as you may know, Governor Murphy made some changes. And I'm going to go through some of those changes with you. So the first big change is that all teaching and learning will take place in person for all scholars. There is no choice of remote or virtual learning. And I know that may present some anxiety and some questions, but we want you to know that we're going to work with you and support you in this. Another big change is that it is a mandate, is a requirement that masks must be worn by all students, staff, and visitors. And we have a very strict protocol in place that nobody comes into our building without a mask. Same with our staff, same with our students. If for some reason anyone needs a mask, we have plenty available that we can give them. So these are some of the steps we're taking to keep everyone safe. Another key point is that the school day is a full day. Last year we had a half-day program. This year is a full-day program. And I will go into arrival and dismissal with you a little later, but school will start, arrival will start at 7:45 and students will be dismissed at 3:45. We'll have breakfast in the classrooms, which I'll go over in a moment. Lunch will be served in the cafeteria and the classrooms. We'll be splitting students up so we don't have all the students in one space. Like I said, masks must be worn by everyone, and before and after care will also be provided. That I know Mr. Raff is also on the call, our community schools site leader, and he'll be going over some of these pieces as well. So wearing masks in school. So we know that for some of our students who have been at home all year, this will be a big change. So I have some suggestions on how we can help your child and how you can help your child really become comfortable with masks. So it's really important to note that everyone is required, all students are required to wear a mask in school, including school buses. So if your child travels on a bus, they will have to wear the mask on the bus. They can take the mask off during meal times, during high intensity physical activity. So if they're in a gym class and it's well ventilated and they can keep 6 feet apart, they don't have to wear a mask. Or if wearing the mask is going to create an unsafe situation. So for example, if a child is having some kind of breathing difficulties, we would take the mask off. We are giving children mask breaks throughout the day. So your child will have opportunities to take the mask off outside and then have to put it back on. And some things that we would like you to do to help your child become more comfortable with the masks is really explaining to them why this is important and in a positive way. We know children are scared. We know families are scared. So we want to give this information really positive. So instead of saying, well, we don't want you to, you're going to get sick, or there's this virus, saying things like, it will help keep you safe from germs, is a way that you can really say it in a more positive way. Normalizing masks through play, having your child's favorite toys wear a mask too, is often a great way where it's just normal to wear a mask. Making the mask fun and colorful and making sure it fits comfortably. We've all had situations where the mask isn't comfortable, and when it's not comfortable, it becomes a negative experience. So I know Nurse Cologne is on the call as well. If you have specific situations where you need some help choosing the right mask, I know Nurse Cologne will also be able to give some guidance as well. I'm sorry, my computer is a little slow today. There we are. So another step we are taking to make sure students are as safe as possible is that you will be receiving a daily text message. For those parents who have been here before, you will know that this text message came out last year with a reminder every day to monitor yourselves and your children. And please do not send your child into school if they meet one of the criteria, or if you're just not sure, if you feel like they have a cough or a fever, or you have somebody in your house or a child who is waiting for a COVID test, do not send them to school. And that's really important. If you had a situation where you had somebody tested, do not come to school until you get the results. Unfortunately, there's been situations where children have been sent to school and then the test came back positive, and we don't want to take that chance. So if you're not sure, just don't bring them in, and contact the main office or contact Nurse Cologne, and we can give you some guidance on that. Before school started, we had temperature checks. We know now that the fever isn't the best way to check for COVID, so temperature checks will no longer be required. We do have an isolation room for students or staff who develop symptoms. If during the day they start to feel unwell, we have a room that is away from the rest of the staff and the students, that if they feel sick, we can put them in that room away from other people. If your child is not well, you will be called and required to pick up your child immediately. And that's why it is so important you update your contact details. We have had situations where parents were not able to be contacted because you changed your phone number, or the phone is out of service and your child is here in a difficult situation. So if you need to update your contact details, please contact Miss Mendoza. Here is an email. You can call the main office, but if you're not sure, call us and we'll check that the phone number is correct. That is so important this year, that all your contact information is up to date. And Nurse Cologne, she is amazing. Nurse Cologne is available via Dojo. For those of you who don't know Dojo, this is our communication, which the teachers will connect you with. But she also has an email, and you can always give her a call, and she will be able to answer any questions that you may have too. So contact tracing. We know that because we have a large number of students, it's really important that we have a system in place to monitor where students are at all times. Any child or adult who has symptoms like COVID will be sent or referred to a doctor, will tell you you need to go get them tested for COVID. Nurse Cologne is really the main person who looks after all of these cases. She will reach out to you. She will talk to you. If your child has to be tested, she will be the one who will need to know if it was positive, if it's negative, and all that information is held confidentially. So it's not shared with any of the other staff members. She will advise you on quarantine. If there is a situation where your child needs to be quarantined, we will let you know. And it will vary the time because it depends on the situation and it depends on the transmission levels. If your child needs to quarantine because they were a close contact or God forbid, they are positive with COVID, we will provide you with a Chromebook and your child will do virtual learning. It will not be the Zoom classes like we had before, but there will be work for them to complete and your child will be marked present. There will be no absence in your child's record if it's to do with COVID. Okay, so I just want to really clarify that as well. If you have any questions particular about your situation, we can answer those as well. If in the event, we don't know, we hope not, that we have to go to a Zoom like we did before, just a reminder on some of the Zoom expectations. Even though it's virtual, it's still school. So it's really important that your child still wears their uniform. They need to be on camera. And we know it's difficult, but if you can find a quiet space, it really helps. And we monitor their attendance on virtual. It counts as real attendance in school in person. But that's just in case that we are in Zoom. We hope that we don't have to, but we have to be prepared for everything. So our school classrooms and our environment. Our scholars are going to be kept in the same group as much as possible throughout the day. So what that means is if your child is in first grade in Miss Burns' class, all of Miss Burns' students will stay together for lunch, for recess, and not mix with another class as much as we can. In the situation where there is students who have to be together, we will do everything to keep them apart and making sure everyone's wearing masks and making sure everyone has social distance. Hand sanitizer is in all of our classrooms and throughout the building. And Miss MJ has ordered gallons of hand sanitizer, so we have plenty. Our desks have plexiglass, as shown in the picture, or a portable desk shield. And all our desks are facing the same direction. So we don't have students who are facing each other, which could cause problems with transmission of virus. We'll be minimizing the sharing of materials and supplies. And for our younger students, sometimes they need to share something. So if they do, we make sure they clean their hands before and after, and those items are also cleaned. We have social distancing arrows across the building. So there's like a one-way walking around. All of our teachers have bathroom sign-out procedures, so everyone knows who leaves the classroom and goes to the bathroom, and it will be one student at a time. And we've also upgraded our air filters in all of our classrooms and our common areas, so that the air is being filtered at a very high level. We also have a number of classrooms with air purifiers. So we will be offering breakfast and lunch for all of our students, and the students will have hand sanitizer used before and after eating. Breakfast will be served in the classroom, and if you would like, you can always feed your child at home before they come to school, so they don't eat breakfast at school. That's completely up to you. We will serve lunch in the cafeteria and the classrooms, and this is a picture of the lunchtime last school year. We will not permit students to share food. And as you can see, there will be a desk shield for them. So we're really making sure everyone is socially distanced and there are shields to protect everyone while they have their mask down. And all of our eating areas will be cleaned frequently between students, so it's safe. Now, if you would like to send your child with lunch, you can. But we really want to make sure that all of our children have healthy food. So part of New Jersey schools is that items where sugar is the first ingredient is not permitted. So bringing your child to school with water and 100% juice versus a Kool-Aid is something that will really help them, not just with their health, but also with their learning. Because when children eat a lot of sugar, they're not able to concentrate. So please really check your labels to make sure sugar isn't the first ingredient. We also don't receive food deliveries from restaurants, from DoorDash, Grubhub. Please do not send any food to the school. If this happens, we will send them away. We cannot accept food from food delivery. The school day begins at 8 a.m. However, arrival will begin at 7:15. If you sign up your child for before care, the day will start for you at 7:15. If you do not send your child to before care, your child will start at 7:45. And that's different from other school years. So for those families who have been with us for a while, this is a shift. This is because we get parents who are in traffic. Patterson is a difficult area to drive through. We want to give you some extra time so your child isn't late. If they come after 8 o'clock, they are late. So please plan to have your child here by 7:45. Kindergarten will enter through the cafeteria. First, second, and third grade for families who have multiple siblings are going to be on the green, and fourth grade will be lined up on the ramp outside of the main entrance. Please do not come into the main entrance area at the gates, so that we don't have a lot of people in front of the school. So you will be asked to stay at the gate and drop your child at the gate. On the first day of school, there will be a lot of adults around to help direct you to where you need to go. Dismissal for first and second grade will be at 3:45, and you will come to the main entrance gates on Spruce Street to pick up your child. All adults and children, regardless of your vaccination status, are required to wear a mask during arrival and dismissal. Even if you are vaccinated parents, you still need to wear a mask during arrival and dismissal. It's also important that the adults who pick up your child are on our pickup list. If you need to change somebody, please get in touch with the office. You will need to show identification to add someone to the pickup list. For those families who are familiar with our campus, you will know that the parking lot is a very, very busy place. It's really important that everyone follows the valet procedures. All of our parking spaces are allocated to teachers and staff members. Do not park in a space, even when you're just dropping off. Do not park in the space because the teacher can't get into that space and therefore they can't get to their classroom, and it causes a big disruption. When you come into our parking lot, you drive down to the bottom and up to the cafeteria doors as a one-way system. We have a number of staff who work very hard to open all the doors. You'll often see me there. You'll see Mr. Peterson there and other staff. So please, please, please do not park in any of the parking spaces. We are working to speed up dismissal. We know that that time there's a lot of people coming to the campus. We are working to get a hanging tag in your car that will show your child's last name, that you will be required to hang in your car so that when you pull up, the adults, the teachers, and the staff know exactly who your child is, and we can get them out to you as quick as possible. So stay tuned on that. That will be something that will come soon. So we know that particularly this year, there is a learning gap, and our students really need to be in school as much as possible. Therefore, no scholar will be dismissed from school after 3 p.m. The reason being is that when we have early pickups, it becomes very disruptive to the classroom, and there is instruction going on right up to 3:45. So if your child is missing their learning at 3 o'clock every day, or you're picking up at 2:45, they are missing really important instruction. So if you come after 3 p.m., you will have to wait. Also, our dismissal procedures, when we have a lot of students in the hallway, it becomes very difficult for us. We have 500 students in this building. If you do need to have your child leave early, please let the teacher know that morning. We really would encourage you, where possible, to schedule afternoon appointments after 4 p.m. But if we know that sometimes that's not possible, if you do, please let the main office know before 2 o'clock so that we can make sure we have your child at the office. That is something that we will be enforcing, so please plan accordingly. For late pickups, all children must be picked up by 4 p.m. unless they're in the aftercare program. We will be enforcing $1 a minute. Please make sure that you work your schedule to have someone pick up your child by 4 p.m. so that you're not charged that. Due to COVID, we will not be accepting any drop-in requests at the office. If you need to speak to an office staff member, you need something, please call for an appointment with Miss Mendoza. You can also dojo her or dojo Miss MJ. They'll be happy to help you. Please do not come to the school unannounced because we won't be able to let you in. So now we'll get into some pieces outside of COVID and just our general school procedures. So we are striving for all of our students to have 98% or higher attendance. And this does not include COVID-related absences. We are completely understand that if your child is sick, they need to stay at home. But outside of that, we really want to make sure they're in school as much as possible. So please, please, please really help us close this learning gap that has appeared by having your child come to school on time and every single day. Miss Brackett, our school counselor, will be leading a attendance committee, working with families who may need some additional support with attendance. So she may reach out to you, but we really want to help you. So if you're having some challenges with bringing your child to school on time or getting them to school, talk to us. We can't help you if we don't know. So please help us help you. This is new for this school year. Now that we have the 8 Morris Middle School campus for families who have siblings at the middle school campus. If they walk home and you would like your middle school child to pick up their elementary sibling, you will have to give us written permission. We cannot release any elementary student to their big brother or their big sister without your written permission. And to do that, we have a Google form. And I also am going to share this letter, and I will share this in links in the chats for you, but I will also be putting this presentation and this video onto our YouTube channel and also out to Dojo as well. But I really want to emphasize, we want to keep everyone as safe as possible. So no child will be released without you filling out that form. It will need to be completed on a yearly basis. So what you complete this year will not transfer to the next school year. Transportation, just to clarify, buses are not provided by us. They are managed by Patterson Public Schools. The qualification for transportation, you must live 2.1 miles or more to qualify for transportation. Unfortunately, there is no flexibility with that. It is 2.1 miles. If you would like busing or would like to talk to Patterson about busing, please contact them on this phone number. And just as a reminder, masks are required when traveling on the school bus. Now, uniforms. Our uniform company is Y&K. It did come to my attention today that there is a wait at Y&K, and I believe Nurse Cologne and Miss MJ, you had some updates around the school uniform.
Yes, when there was, according to Y&K, when we called, there is a long line, about an hour and a half wait to get into their building. So if you're going, just know that there might be a long line, as well as if you try to order online, they say they have about a 2.5 week turnaround for the uniforms to get to you. We do have some uniforms in our uniform closet. If anyone is in need of a uniform, we might have some sizes we might be able to help you out. So you can reach out either to Mr. Rapp or to me, and we can try to see what we have available where we can help you.
Thank you, Nurse Cologne. And if you are in a situation where you really can't get the uniform in time because of this slowdown, what we would ask is have your child come to school as close to the uniform as possible. So khaki pants and a polo shirt would be fine until they have the regular uniform. So something that would, you know, really show them that they're in school as well. But let us know and we can work with you on that. Like I said, there is the website, like Nurse Cologne said, the passcode is on here, CCSP 29, and it's beige khaki pants or skirt or shorts for summer months, and the green polo. For gym days, it's the yellow t-shirt and the CCSP green sweatpants. I do want to add as well that shoes and sneakers should be black and safe. So if you have a child who doesn't know how to tie their shoelaces, please bear that in mind when you choose your shoes, and really help your child learn to tie their shoelaces. That's a really important skill that they need. So from our academic program, the services that we offer, we have Title I services through our intervention program. And earlier I introduced you to Miss Gant, Miss Lai, and Miss Green. And they really play a role in helping students who need some additional support, particularly in the areas of reading and math. And that it will be really important this year. So if if they reach out to you that your child is having some additional support, just know it's there because we really want to help them be successful. We have inclusion classes to service our special education population. Ms. Burns and Ms. Padula is one inclusion class and Ms. Gutierrez is another. But we also have a special education pull-out program for any students who need additional support outside of that as well. And that is the program with Ms. Mathib and Mr. Johnson. We have our before care and our ELT that Mr. Rath will go over. We have our breakfast and our lunch, and we do have a early release Wednesday. And this is really important for parents with your schedule, that we have every Wednesday beginning September 15th. Students will be dismissed at 1 p.m. For teacher professional development. So please bear that in mind with your schedule. But I know that Mr. Rath and I don't know if Ms. Lucero is on the call, but we'll be able to talk more about what happens on a Wednesday as well. We will be starting a Saturday Academy to address the learning loss of the pandemic. We are planning to start that as early as possible. So your child may be identified as needing some additional support. So if you may hear about that. We also have after school tutoring, which will be starting in November. Again, services that we want to add to really make sure that we support your child as much as possible. A typical day for a first and second grader will be balanced literacy. This is reading and writing and phonics. They will also have about 60 minutes of math. There will also be opportunities for science and social studies, which is very hands-on. And we also have our specials teachers. So your child will have physical education and health. They'll have art, music, and Spanish classes as well. And for those of you who, especially in second grade and you're looking forward to third and fourth grade, we are departmentalized in third and fourth grade as we prepare our students for middle school. Another big change for CCSP is our first day of school is August 31st. That is Tuesday. We are coming back to school earlier this school year because we want to give students additional time to help close this learning loss that has appeared. Like I said, every Wednesday ends at 1 p.m. Dismissal for Wednesdays is 12:40. Another new change is that we have a brand new website. Our CCSP website looks like this, and we have a 75 Spruce School link. That link, myself, Ms. Mendoza, will be posting all of our announcements, all of our links for things. So please check that on a regular basis. And we also have a new YouTube channel. If for those of you who are familiar with me, I am Mr. Pearson. We will post our morning announcements every morning. So we have a brand new YouTube channel to post these videos, and this video will be found there as well. This school year, we have our teacher websites. For those of you who were with us before, you know that our teachers all have websites. This is a really important tool where you will find information on your child's schedule, on any resources they need, connecting to the Teachers Dojo. This school year, we are opening up our PowerSchool Parent Portal. You all, for those parents who were here before, may have received a login. Your parent portal will look like this, where you will have access to all of your child's attendance, all of their grades. You will also be able to see any kind of announcements from the school and also update your information. You will also be able to see all of your children on one account if you have multiple siblings. This will be used instead of the report cards. So for parent-teacher conferences, this is where you will look at the grades instead of receiving a traditional paper PDF. report card. So more information to come on that. I'll be recording a video and sharing it with everyone to show you how to get registered. And we also are using Class Dojo as our communication. And I know our teachers use that as well as an incentive. Our students can have points, so their behavior, and that's used for prizes and things like that. So if you're not connected on Class Dojo, that is something that you will need to be, and we will give you information about that. This school year, we will need something from you to help us. So every year as a school, we are required for every family to submit a home information survey, which actually covers a lot of information about your family. I'm going to hand over to Miss MJ because she's going to give us some more information about that.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. So in reference to the household information survey, for those families that have been with us for a while, you are aware of this and you have filled it out in the past. So this is really important for families because the purpose of this survey is twofold. So this year, I'm just going to share, give you a quick look on how it's going to look this year. So, and it's going to be back to back, so make it easier for you to complete. And so on the first day of school, we're going to be giving it out to all the students, and it will have a cover letter from Mr. Palmore explaining the purpose of this survey. So just to tell you briefly, because you've been on for a while now. So it's, like I said, it's twofold. So one part of the survey supports us giving the children free breakfast and lunch. So once we participate, we give the children, we are part of the program that gives all the children free breakfast and lunch. It also funds the PEBT cards. Everyone is aware of that. And I want you to all know all names, all the children that are enrolled with CCSP from kinder through 8th grade, their names have been enrolled with the state. Now, some of you may have received your cards, some have not. Don't worry, they're on their way. You will be receiving them, okay? So it just takes a little time. So once you've fulfilled this survey, we will be able to continue these programs. Okay, so as soon as you get them, as soon as your child gives them to you, please complete them and sign them. It's very, very important that you sign the survey and then return them as soon as possible. Okay, if you have any questions, remember, you can call me. You can look up my number, my extension is 1131, but if not, Ms. Mendoza can pass the call to me, or you can email me, whichever is easier for you. Okay, that's about it. Hope to see you soon. Can't wait to see the kids. I miss them.
Thank you, Miss MJ. And it's a very simple survey, family, but I do want to really emphasize that we really need you to fill that out because that information is really where we get our funding from. So please help us by getting that that survey. You'll receive that on the first day of school. It's a hard copy. It isn't an electronic version. So, okay. Very briefly, I'm going to hand over to Mr. Raff.
Thank you, Ms. Marlerhausen. Hi, families. How are you? I hope you all enjoyed your summer. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Mr. Raff. I'm the site coordinator for our elementary school campus, and that is Ms. Lucero. We work within the community schools department. So for those of you that don't know what community schools is we create various partnerships with the community to provide our students, our parents, and our teachers with vital resources and academic opportunities, including real-world experiences. So also a main part of our job is our expanded learning time programs, which include before care, after school, and tutoring. So we are excited that we'll officially have our after school program back on campus this year. It won't be virtual, and we will be starting before care as well, starting September 7th. Before care will be starting at 7:15 a.m. So that is when students will be allowed to enter the building if they are signed up for before care. There will be a charge of $80 to enroll your child. That $80 covers you for the whole entire year. So it comes out to roughly 41 cents a day. If you do have any difficulty paying that amount, you could just speak with me and I will be more than happy to set you up with a payment plan. To register your child, you could go on the CCSP website. And if you go under the community schools tab, you will see all the links there that you would need to fill out any expanded learning time programs that you would like to have your child in. We also offer after school programming, which will be starting September 20th. And that will be obviously for our K through 4th students. Kindergarten through 2nd grade, because this is 1st and 2nd grade in here, I believe, I'll just speak about that. Our times will be 3:50 to 6 p.m. on Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. On Wednesdays, we will be running from 12:30 to 4, because as Ms. Marlerhausen said, our teachers have professional developments and trainings on Wednesday. So there will be a half day. So in order to not disrupt any, if you're at work or whatever the case may be, we will be having the after school program still. And that fee will be $100 for the year, which comes out to like 52 cents a day. But like I said, like before care, if you do need assistance for payment, just let me know and I'd be more than happy to set you up with a payment plan. And that application you can find online as well. Homeschool Council, we will be starting that up again this year. For those of you that aren't sure what Homeschool Council is, it's a parent-led program that supports with fundraising for our essential school needs and special programs. We also encourage parental community support, and you guys would be participating in various school-related activities. So we are looking for parents that would be interested and would want to sign up, that would have a voice in the school and basically give their recommendations or just help out with things that we are doing around campus. We do have meetings every second Tuesday of the month at 6 p.m. And we are looking for parents to be part of our committee, such as like a president, a vice president, a treasurer, a secretary, and all that information you can find online on our new website, like Ms. Marlerhausen said, under the Community Schools Department tab. You can find all the links and anything you need to fill out the application. This year, what we also did put out is a request form. So what we do, the Community Schools Department, is we like to assist our families with anything they're struggling with or need support with. So for example, if you are facing food insecurity and you don't know if you could make it to the food store and get food for your family, I could always assist you with that and try to get you free food. If there was a fire in your house and you lost some stuff, I could be able to support with that if you need clothing or whatever the case may be. And then if you're moving and you need to find an affordable apartment, that's definitely a resource I could also help you guys out with as well. Because like I said, we do have various partnerships around the city that are willing to help our families. Health and wellness initiative. So we will be starting, we're so excited to bring back our family fitness series, which is, it includes yoga and boot camp. So we are going to try to have someone come to the campus, or depending if we can have parents in or not, we'll see how that can work out, maybe outdoors. We are going to try to bring that back to campus. We do have Wellness Wednesdays as well, which is a virtual Zoom call where we're partnered with St. Joe's. So a lot of times St. Joseph's will come and talk to us about COVID precautions, for example, or one time they spoke about anxiety or diabetes or whatever the case may be. We just like to have random information sessions about health and safety. And if you guys have any recommendations on something you'd like to learn about, feel free to reach out to me and I can reach out to one of our resources. If that's something that we could have a presentation on. Following health and wellness initiatives, we still will be doing our signature events this year. And for those of you that don't know, we have pretty large events where we'll have a fall festival, something in the winter. For example, Jingle for a Cause. For Mother's Day, we would do a Mother's Day tea party and the end of the year carnival. So those types of events are something that we will be doing and trying to expand a little bit more this year now that some of the protocols have lifted. It is important though, when we do post these events, that you guys do register on Dojo. You will see me post a link. My name is Mr. Rath. You'll see me post a link requesting that you RSVP for the for the event. And this is to help us follow CDC guidelines and follow contact tracing in case anything did come up or happen. And just a reminder to check the CCSP website, as Ms. Marlerhausen said, that's new, and we do and will be posting a lot of our stuff on there. And I'm always posting on Dojo, so you'll see stuff there as well.
Thank you, Mr. Raff. Can you we did have a few questions about how will parents know if they've been accepted into before care or after care?
So right now, the community schools team, we do have some of our staff members finalizing our list, and they will be reaching out to you via email or on Class Dojo. So you will be hearing from them. And I know that you guys saw that we are requesting payment. So whether or not you need a payment plan, we will be posting specific dates that we will be collecting payments. Or if that doesn't work for you, you could always let me know. And there could be a time where maybe if I'm in the building, if that works for you because you work or you're busy, if something comes up where you can't make any of the dates that we are requesting you come for payment, just reach out to me and I'm more than willing to work with you guys. And yeah, so you guys will be receiving a message soon from someone from my team that will be letting you know your child has been accepted and what days you can expect to hand in payment, planned information and all that stuff.
And aftercare.
Yes, and the aftercare as well. If you guys would like to, you guys will be hearing from someone from my team letting you know that you are accepted into the program. Right now, if you did apply for your child to be part of the programs, whether it be before care or after care, they are in it because we are not full as of now. So you are in it. It's just a matter of time until someone from my team will reach out to you and let you know all of the logistics and all that stuff. And we will be also hosting a parent orientation that I will be posting on Class Dojo, and it will be in the email as well that you receive.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Raff. We are working quickly to get all that information out, so just bear with us. But like Mr. Raff said, someone from his team will be in touch with you very soon. So I know I've spoken a lot. We've had to give you a lot of information, but I do want to finish by saying thank you to everyone, because you have been your child's teacher last year, and you were thrown into this so unexpectedly that I know many of you have had to work out schedules. There's challenges with childcare, and it's been a roller coaster. And while bringing your child back creates a lot of anxiety, I hope also it will help you as a family, because we know that when children are in school, not only are they getting their education, but it also helps parents go back to work and do everything they can to support their families. So we are really looking forward to having a successful 21-22 school year. We know that it's a community here at CCSP, so whatever happens, we'll work through it. But if anyone, what I want you to go away with today is know that all of the staff, all of the leaders here are really committed to keeping your child safe. And we will really make sure that when you leave your child with us, they're in the safest place. A few more questions. If you have questions, then you can ask. One thing I did want to mention is many parents want to know who their child's teacher is. The teachers received their class rosters yesterday, so they will be reaching out to you via Dojo or email with an introduction, so you know who your child's teacher is, and they will be doing that over the next couple of days. So please bear with us as we do that.
So we just download the Dojo app?
Yes, so you will download the Class Dojo app on your phone. The phone is probably the easiest way to do it. You download it, you register an account, and the teachers will be reaching out to you. They have access to all of your phone numbers and your information, so they will reach out to you very soon. So parents, if you have a question, please, that we didn't answer, please feel free to come off mute or drop a message in the chat. Otherwise, we look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. Please stay tuned on Class Dojo for more information.
Hi, good afternoon. This is Heidi Santana talking. I have a question about the school supply list for second grade. It has 2 folders and then two plain folders and 2 folders with prongs, and then it has 5 folders after that, but no notebooks. So I don't know if that was a mistake, or am I supposed to give her 9 folders to school?
We can take a look at that. I don't know if any of the second grade teachers would like to talk about the need for notebooks, if you would like parents to give you notebooks.
I'm sorry?
Or Mr. Rockwell, sorry. So what we'll do, Mom, is I'm sorry for that mistake. I will reach out to the teachers and we'll get an update to you about how many folders and how many notebooks to send. Okay, I'll take a look at that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for letting me know.
Marla Hauser, I have Rocco right here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I clicked leave the meeting right as you were asking for me. I apologize.
So we have a parent asking, there seemed to have been a typo on the supply list. That it doesn't say notebooks. Like, how many notebooks would you like your families to bring?
Readers, writers,
5.
science, social studies. 5.
Instead of the folders, it would be 5 notebooks.
Yeah, and composition notebooks are perfect.
Okay, so composition notebooks. So
Yeah.
I will make sure that that supply list is changed. But I hope that answers your question.
Is this also going to be on Dojo, like through the teachers, sending things to parents, the list for
So
second
the
graders?
list is on the CCSP website. So if you go to the CCSP website and click on 75 Spruce School, all of the supply lists for every grade are on the side.
Okay, and then the tags for the parents for school. So if you're second grade, you're going through the main entrance to get to school and come from school, right?
Yes.
So we're still gonna get a tag for the car, because it's crazy around that area. I live around that area.
So are you coming by car?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, you cut out. Yes, if you're coming by car, then you will come through the parking lot. For parents who walk or they come to the building, second grade is at the main entrance.
No, I would have to come out the car and walk around to the main entrance.
No, you stay in the car. If you're coming to the parking lot, we'll bring your child to you. If for people who walk, they come to the main entrance.
Oh, okay. And when will we receive those tags?
Dismissal time is 3:45.
No, when will we receive the tags?
Oh, the tags. I'll check with Miss MJ about where they are, because unfortunately, like things are taking longer these days, right? So we've had a slowdown. So I will double check. For right now, though, as soon as they come in, we'll let you know, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, I have one question, and I'm sorry, I'm Kyra's mom. I just wanted to ask, where can I find the supply list?
All the supply lists are on the ccsp.org website.
Okay, not Dojo. Okay.
No. So we're trying to put everything on the website as well, because Dojo, like, a lot of information goes out and you lose it, right? So
got it.
If you go to ccsp.org and click 75 Spruce School, all of the supply lists are on the side.
Okay, and I have one more question, Ms. Hussein. I know you guys are from kindergarten to 4th in that building, but my son is going to the 5th grade building. Do you guys have any information as far as when the orientation is going to be for that building?
So I believe the orientations were today. There was some information that went out onto Dojo. Mr. Busacco had shared the link, but what I'm gonna do for you, Mom, if you give me 1 minute, I'm gonna go into Dojo and find that link for you. He is doing
Okay.
the same thing I'm doing, where we're recording all of our orientations because we know not everyone can make it. So,
Right.
you know, if you miss it, don't worry, you'll still get the information, okay?
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. And if you stay on for a little bit, I'll drop the link in the chat once I find it.
No problem. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, I have a question. Santiago Vasquez sister.
Hi.
Hello. Quick question. So all the children have to get tested for the COVID, or it's just if you have symptoms?
Ms. Cologne, would you like to answer that one?
If you have symptoms, you would have to get tested. If there's any concern for symptoms, the new mandate is for staff that are not vaccinated, that they would have to be tested weekly. It doesn't speak to, as of yet, for children to be tested weekly.
All right then. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But Nurse Cologne, they will be wearing masks all day in school, right?
Correct. The mask will be worn and only removed, as it was said before, during eating time or exercise or when they're outside.
And do they still have the shields on their desk?
They do.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, you're
Hi,
welcome.
I have a question. This is Spence of National Shirazi. My daughter going to first grade this year. I'm sorry to interrupt, guys. I got the supply list, you know, so one things I don't understand, like they say like one wipe of board, like what kind of board you guys want? Like is a roller or the simple whiteboard, you know?
It's a, if you can, because I know they're difficult to find right now, so don't worry if you can't, but it's like a small whiteboard. I think I've seen them in the dollar store. They're like this kind of size, but they're white off. If you find that, oh, thank you, Ms. Cologne. If you find that, that's great. If you can't, and I say this to all of our families, we know that, you know, money is tight. And we also know that in stores, things are not in stock that often. So if you have trouble, don't worry. Don't worry. No problem. Oh,
I'll
thank
have one
you,
more
Mr.
last
Alexa.
question.
Oh, thank
Mr.
you.
Alexa says the Dollar General has whiteboards for $1. Thank you.
So the kids with the
I'm sorry, I
uniforms.
couldn't hear you well. Can you repeat that? What is it the last? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. The Dollar General has whiteboards for $1 from Miss Alexia, one of our family members.
Okay, I just have one more question, Ms. Husin. The kids that are outgrown their uniforms, like you said that they were backed up in uniforms right now, and if you order them online, they're gonna come like 2 weeks later.
Right.
What
right.
if, what are they supposed to wear then? I mean, it's so close to school starting.
Yeah, I know that's tough. If you're able to bring your child in something close to the school uniform, right? So
Yeah, it might have to be that way.
and a polo shirt. If you can get like a green t-shirt, right? Or, you know, something where it looks like school, right?
Okay.
So it'll be just
That's
like
fair
a
enough.
nice white polo, and the khaki pants would be fine.
Nice white polo and khaki pants. Okay, that's fair enough. Thank you, because I didn't know.
I know it's tough. It's real tough right now. So don't worry, we're gonna work with you on that.
And just FYI, I know also sometimes at the Patterson Mall, there was a uniform store there that used to carry our shirts. I don't know that they still do, but there was a uniform store in the Center City Mall that carried our shirt. And Flynn O'Hara is another uniform store that we've used that may still have like the green polo shirts that we use as well. So if that would help, those are other alternatives, but we've been basically more using the Y&K because they seem to have the better quality and better pricing for you guys.
I have one more question, and that's wanted to know I wanted to know if, since my son is going to a new building and they don't get out until I think 3:45 or 4, will I be charged if he comes and get his sister after he's dismissed?
So my understanding is Mr. Busacco and I work our arrivals and dismissals together so that we don't have this kind of problem. His students are being released at 3:50, I believe.
Oh, okay. So you understand what I'm talking about. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. We've already thought about that, Mom, because we know there needs to be some time to cross over. And I should also add is that we will have a crossing guard on Spruce Street because that street can be really busy.
Right. And that's why I feel comfortable letting him walk across.
Yeah, right, exactly. So, you know, we want to make sure. So that wouldn't be a problem. All we would ask is you tell your middle school child, they go straight to Spruce Street. They don't like hang around, right? You know how kids.
Right.
say.
I got you, like
Yeah.
lollygag.
Yeah, exactly. You said it. You said it. They go straight here. But you will need to fill out, and let me share that with all of our families. You will need to fill out the sibling walking form for us to be able to release your child to your middle school child, okay?
Right, because he's not actually walking home with them. He's just waiting for me to pick them up. But if I have to, I'm trying to eliminate the waiting process. Like if they get out at 3:45 and he's getting out, just walk across the street, get your sister, sit in the front, and I'll be there in a second. That's what I was, you know, trying to convene. But I just wanted to make sure like I wouldn't be violating the school code.
You got it. I mean, we ask parents like pick up as soon as possible because we don't want kids waiting for too long. So if for some reason
Right.
it's delayed, just give us a call at the Spruce Street campus so we're aware of that.
No, I'm normally on time until I hit the traffic right by Spruce Street. Like
Oh, I
it's
know. Tell me about
crazy.
that. Yeah.
But
I
thank
hear
you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome anytime, anytime. So
Okay, I have a question.
Sure.
How many how many mask breaks are the children having throughout the day? And what are you doing during winter?
So we have recess, so they'll have a 20-minute recess period. They'll be outside in outside when it's winter time. Parents, if you're not speaking, to put yourself on mute, thank you. So in the winter months, it does get a little tricky, but what we do is, and when it's raining, I know that Miss MJ is looking into ordering a kind of like awning so that we have a covered area for our students, and we have them put their coats on and we put them outside just for 10 minutes, maybe, depending on the weather. If it's really cold, we'll have to kind of take this day by day, but the students will go outside, they pull their masks down, and the teachers do some kind of like social emotional exercises with them, some deep breathing and things like that as well. So they'll have a mask break for 20 minutes during recess, which is about halfway through the day. If they have physical education, as much as possible, physical education will be outside. The mask will be on then, and I will be scheduling mask breaks at least one more time, if not more. We're going to see what the need is throughout the day, where the students go outside, they take their mask off, they get a chance to kind of take some fresh air, and then they come back in. So 2 or more.
I have a question. What is the role of the school counselor?
I got a question.
So 1 second, Miss Brackett, would you like to, if you are still on the call? I don't know if Miss Brackett is still on the call. Okay, she left. So the school counselor, so what we did is, we know that the pandemic has had an effect on our students and our families socially and emotionally. So this school year, I requested a school counselor to join us, and her role is really a couple of things. She will be making connections with families who are going through some difficult times and need some additional supports. So whether she will work closely with Mr. Peterson, and she will work closely with Mr. Rapp. So if you have a child who maybe there's been a loss in the family, and it's really impacting them, and they need some additional support or someone to talk to. She is qualified to be able to do that. She can also work with you if you are going through some difficult times right now. If you're not able to bring your child to school on time because there is a challenge with managing work or your schedule, and you just need somebody to help. If your child is also having, some challenges in school, and maybe Mr. Peterson is working with your child and they need some emotional support. Maybe they're feeling angry and they need somebody to help with their feelings. That will be her role. Also, her role is to support our social emotional program. So she will go into classrooms and teach students how to manage their feelings, what to do when you have a problem, and really just help everybody with more of that social emotional side. So she will be around for everybody. And as we get through the school year, she's going to send you a newsletter introducing herself and her role and the contact information as well.
Thank you.
Your question.
Is it okay if I send the kids to school with face shields? Will they still have to wear a mask under it?
They still have to wear a mask, I'm afraid. They can come with a face shield, but they have to have a mask.
Got you. Okay. And that's supplied every day by the parents, not the school. I mean, if needed, it's the school, but it's particularly preferred if we send them with the mask on already.
Yes, it's preferred that you send them with the mask for a couple of reasons. Number one, like, your child and you know what's best to fit them, right? The masks that we have are just normal, standard children masks, and they don't fit everybody the same, right?
Right.
So we can give them a mask if we forget one day or one out or something like that, but we ask that parents supply those as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sure.
Riley's mom. So you did explain to me about the temporary polo, white polo and khaki. What about temporary for gym? I mean,
so it would be the same thing. So maybe some like a black or dark blue sweatpants and just a regular white t-shirt. Maybe no logos, just a
regular plain white.
Or green t-shirt. If you can get like green, maybe school colors, that would be great.
Or yellow,
Yellow, yep, that was.
Ms. Gonzalez, you can also give me a call and we can see if we have anything available in our closet in size that we can donate to you. Okay. So
who's
time? So just just call me.
Oh, okay. Now I didn't know who's speaking.
We can discuss it.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Cologne.
You're welcome.
This is pertaining to Ms. Cologne. What about asthmatic kids? I know you said like in gym, if like it has to be 6 feet and well ventilated. Like my daughter's asthmatic, so do I still give the supplies to the nurse, and she still how does that work with like the mask and everything? And she wears masks. She does wear it faithfully. She's really good with it. It's just more like, is it the same thing? I give her a mask and a tube for the machine. They give her the machine as needed.
We recommend for school as opposed to using nebulizer because it produces the aerosols, which is how things, they tend to stand longer in the air. We are asking that if they can please come to school if they need their inhaler, because it's been proven that the inhaler and the nebulizer work just about the same when used. So we ask that they bring a spacer and their inhaler to school preferably. And that way they can still use their medication, the same albuterol medication that way. If we need to use the nebulizer for whatever other reasons, we could always discuss that, and we will have to set up like a quarantine room to give the treatment in. Does that answer that? And as far as the mask, they will still use the mask, during the day and remove during gym time as needed. And as always, asthmatic students at any point, if they feel like they're too tired or overwhelmed or they feel too tight, they can always at any point stop
gym class and be excused and have a seat, so that the teachers are all aware of asthmatic students in general, or anyone in general having difficulty breathing, because anyone can develop anything at any point. So I always try to teach our staff to be aware and on the lookout for what the children are complaining, and not only complaining, but how they're exhibiting their symptoms as well.
Is there a form that we need in order to fill out for medication for albuterol or asthmatic children, or we could just?
Yes, the forms are available on our website.
Okay.
CCSP.org, and also at the nurse website as well, that we have as well.
Okay, what is it, .org? I'm sorry.
CCSP.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's under parent resources.
Oh, okay, no problem. I also noticed that on you guys' calendar, there's no holidays posted there, like when the kids take vacations and the days that they will have off or anything like that for holidays. I don't see that there anymore.
It's on the school calendar. It's if you open up.
Looking at it, I don't see it. I don't see
the green one.
Yeah, that's the one I'm looking at. I don't see all I see is like coffee chats in December, and I went through the whole
So
month.
all of those, yes, I know what you're talking about. So all of those vacations, we're in the middle of like updating everything. All of the vacations and the dates are on the PDF, which I'm finding for you right now, so I can direct you to the link, so that we can, so that you have all the up-to-date information. So this website is pretty new for us, so we are just updating it right now. So let me show you. I will share my screen to show you exactly where that is, and then this resource, this website, really, you know, please save it. It's where a lot of information is going to be. Just give me 1 second and I will show that with you.
Excuse me, I have a question.
1 second. So I'll be with you in just a second. So the school website at the top, you'll see like there's lots of different tabs. Sorry, my computer's taking a lot to load. But the 75 Spruce School is where all of the supplies are. And then if you go to district, anything that applies to the whole school, like the middle school as well, if you go under district and click the 21-22 calendar, it will give you a PDF that has all of the dates and all of our vacations as well. Okay. And we're in the middle of putting all that into that particular part of the website as well. So it will load. That's exactly that's what you need to show you all the vacations.
Yes, that's what I was looking for, but I didn't get to. Let me see.
Yeah, if you go to the school website and it's under district and it's here on the calendar, okay?
All right, let me just see here. Okay, so district.
Yeah, the district. So that's for things that really are like for everybody, not just for the elementary campus.
What is going on here?
Okay. I'm sorry, I cut somebody off. Who, there was one more question.
Yeah, me, I'm sorry. So I'm the mother of Alison Ramirez. She's gonna go to the second grade. My question is, you know, I'm trying to find the application for after school program, but I didn't find it. So I don't know exactly, you know, what can I do, because it's the first time that I want to sign up for the after school program.
So Mr. Raff, the application for the after school program.
For which grade?
Second.
For second grade.
Okay, it is on the website, but what I could do is I could post it in the chat right now. Just give me 1 second. All right, so the link I just posted is the link to fill out the application.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, families. Well, if somebody has another question, please like drop it in the chat. But we have come to the end of our time. Everyone is here all of the time. So if you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to call the main office. You can dojo me. You can dojo Mr. Peterson. Those of you who are not on dojo, give us a call and we'll be happy to answer them. Schools.
I actually have a question. I just never got a chance to speak because of everyone else that was asking questions.
Sorry. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Are the masks, as far as the mask, are they mandatory or are they just recommended?
They're mandatory.
Okay. Now, are they going to be getting out at 3:45 every day?
Every day except Wednesday, which
Except
will be
Wednesdays.
12:40.
12:40. Okay, so not 1 o'clock, just 12:40.
And that will start on the Wednesday was 15th, yes. So the other Wednesdays will be a regular 3:45 dismissal.
Wait, I just got confused.
I'm sorry, let me say that again. On the
So as of
Wednesdays,
right now, it'll be 12:40, and then starting the 15th, they'll be getting out at 3:45 on Wednesdays?
no, Mom, the other way around. I'm sorry. It's September 1st, September 8th will be a 3:45 dismissal. And then every Wednesday from the 15th will be a 12:40 dismissal.
Only on Wednesdays.
Okay, so the first
Right.
and the 8th would be at 3:45, and then after the 15th, it'll go to 12:40.
That's right. And we will send out information to remind you as well.
All right. Last question. I know you were talking about it earlier, but I just want to confirm. The second grade supply list, you said it would be 5 notebooks, right? Instead of the folders?
Yes.
All right. Okay. That's all I needed to know. Thank you.
And thank you for your patience. You have a good day.
You too.
Thank you. Okay, families. So thank you so much for your time. Like I said, if you have any questions, please give us a call. Otherwise, stay safe. School starts next Tuesday, and we will all be here ready to welcome you back. Please tell your children we've missed them, and we can't wait to see them
Thank you.
again.
Bye-bye.
All right, you're welcome. Stay safe, everyone. See you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.